Huddersfield Station, which is here. Each of those little boxes is a train. That train is currently the 11:06 Manchester Airport to York service. It's currently running approximately 1 minute late. There are examples where that I've been standing on a station and the train hasn't turned up, so I can empathise with the customers.
Heading to the seaside for fish and chips and a laugh.
Just put my daughter on a train to London. Hope she gets there safely.
Family doom and gloom. Get rid of it so I can start to have a good day.
I'm too hot, I shouldn't have worn a jumper.
Hello, how do folks? Any tickets and passes from Huddersfield? Anyone joining from Huddersfield today? Hello, fabulous, thank you. That's lovely, thank you. Depends where you work actually as to what they call it. A train manager, conductor, guard. I like to think of myself as a conductor and I do literally orchestrate the service and I set the tone, I set the mood of the train as well.
Driving through my life, seeing myself as a baby, a youngster, the highlights, the friends, the lost and gained, the smiles and the tears.
I'm a famous author coming up with story ideas on the train to send them to a popular publisher in London.
Sun on my face, good book, nice cup of coffee.
Qualities that you need for this job, definitely empathy, being able to understand where everyone's coming from and why people are feeling the way that they're feeling, and definitely the gift of the gab, being able to convey the message to someone and get the point across and the information that they need across as well, even when they're very angry.
Waiting to get a signal from my phone.
Thank goodness the phone signal doesn't work. Peace at last.
How full I am after the most meat eaten in one sitting.
I hope my parking ticket isn't overdue. If it is, I'm screwed.
During this job, I've had an awful lot of weird things to do with. I think one of the most things that we get to do with are people that are rather worse for wear for drink, and usually we tend to over carry them. So they want to have got off at Leeds, and we usually over carry them through to Manchester. I've had people asleep on the luggage racks, people amorous in toilets. It's certainly interesting on trains.
Eyes meeting across a crowded train, sharing a brief moment with a complete stranger.
Talking to strangers, getting to know aspects about their lives, yet then leaving and knowing that you'll probably never see that person again.
What are we having for tea? How am I going to get everything done today? When will I meet him?
The train journey that takes you to the one you love.
There's nothing nicer than when you see a passenger waiting for a train because somebody special's arriving and they give them a nice big welcome when they arrive. But sometimes it's sad, people are going to live away and you get the tears as well as they're leaving.
I would prefer to be working at a small station, and because I know the local people here and I like to help within the communities. You have to be a people person and you can't be shy. You have to be out on the platforms and present yourself to the people.
Whatever happens that day, you have to deal with it. The manager's not based at this station, so you have to use your common sense. Sometimes you have to act very, very fast. But we do have some really nice days and we do have some lovely passengers.
It's a beautiful day, and aren't we lucky that our Victorian ancestors built this railway?
I wish I could look out of the window of the train and not at my PC or whatever piece of work I'm cramming before my meeting. Is there a world out there?
Work, government cuts to funding, and the likelihood of redundancy, early retirement.
I feel almost grief on a lonely station.
Train journey to see my friends. Normally would be excited, but tinged with sadness. We're all meeting to commemorate the anniversary of our friend's suicide last year. The show must go on.
I look out the window and most of the time I'm awestruck that what an amazing view I've got. This is my office window, so when I look out the train, the views and the places that the trains take me to, and how can you get bored?
Living in the middle of the countryside, watching trains pass by in the distance, settled beside a roaring fire and a sleepy dog.
Staring out of the window, watching the hayfields and scenery, bringing back childhood memories.
Cantering on a lovely horse, jumping over all the hedges we pass by.
What would it be like to live on that farm we just passed?
Train etiquette, the #1 pet peeve for a lot of people, when people are listening to the music too loud. So you can listen to your music, not everybody else, we don't want to hear it.
Feet on seats. I have no problem with feet on seats. Take your shoes off, pop your feet on. I'm okay with that.
Suitcases on seats while somebody's standing.
The doors are opening and passengers are trying to get out, but passengers are trying to get in.
People who speak too loud on the mobiles. You don't need to shout, they can hear you. You get to meet all different characters on trains. I don't think there's much that would throw me off my guard anymore.
I am an astronaut. The train is my fancy, futuristic spaceship.
Getting married, first dance.
Getting a winner in the 3:45 at York.
Getting home to feed my new kitten.
Each train ride is a small community of people. You see lots of kindness every day. People giving up their seats, giving others life advice, directions, telling stories. People passing through each other's lives for a moment, and then they're gone.